everybody. Thanks for stopping by. My name's Mike McNamara. This is Screen Magazine. Very powerful, politically charged documentary that just made its world premiere out here at the Sundance Film Festival. And we'll just say it's required viewing for every American. And hopefully very soon you're going to have a chance to see it. The co-directors and co-producers are Carl Deal and Tia Lessin, Academy Award nominated. And I was so thrilled to bump into Tia right here on Main Street over at the Sundance Film Festival. So Tia Lessin, thanks for stopping by Screen.
Thanks for talking to me, Mike.
Absolutely. Citizen KOCH. What I love about you, when you make films, you don't shy away. You know, some filmmakers, they make one that's really tough, and then they're like, let's make another one about roller derby.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
You're like, I'm coming with my right, and then I'm coming with, you know, you keep coming, which I just really admire. So give me a little bit of an intro.
Although we would be open to that easy film, we just have... Sometimes we scratch our heads and say,
roll that out.
How did we get into this, man? Why don't we just do that boxing story?
Right.
You know?
We'll direct something for VH1 if,
Actually, the truth is there's really no easy story to tell.
Sure.
I mean, like, that is, you show me one and I'll do it. But, like, no, we want to say something, but we also want to learn. I mean, we didn't come into this film knowing what we wanted to say. We had a lot of questions we were asking, like why is it that working people are organizing, in this Tea Party seemingly against their own best interests? How is it that Citizens United, that decision that the Supreme Court handed down that lifted the ban on corporate spending, how is that impacting our elections and on the state level?
And just to give people, just because that's something actually a lot of people don't know about, in 2010 a ban was lifted that I said it basically treated corporations as individuals, which basically said a corporation can pour as much money as they want to into a political candidate, correct?
Into essentially what they call outside spending. So
right.
As long as you're not directly contributing, corporations, the wealthiest, there's no caps and there's no issues.
And the corporations aren't putting their money into this candidate because they just think he's a swell guy. They're hoping to, theoretically, to maybe have some favor when that person makes it into office.
That's right, and we're not only talking about corporations like Walmart, for example, or Xerox Corporation.
Right.
We're talking about ideological corporations funded by the wealthiest. The NRA is a corporation.
Yeah.
We follow in Wisconsin Americans for Prosperity, which was bankrolled by David Koch, the fourth and fifth wealthiest Americans. They've made their money with petrochemicals. They are, they consider themselves libertarians, but ultimately they have a lot at stake, in terms of making profits and continue to make profits in this country.
Guys, we're talking with Academy Award nominated director Tia Lessin. So, the Koch brothers, that's what this is about, Citizen KOCH. What else I've got 2 minutes left with you. What else do you want to tell me and the audience that's going to see this film?
It's not a partisan issue. It's not about Democrats versus Republicans, by the way. This film is about, the wealthiest sort of suppressing the voices of working people, and we take you to meet some unlikely suspects, some actually Republicans who are really betrayed by their own party and feel like it's been taken over by the moneyed interests, and we watch them as they fight back.
Going back. There's Republicans backing your efforts. There's Democrats backing your efforts.
Well, they're not backing our efforts. We're on a journey with them.
They're
to
not
understand.
happy. Both Republicans and Democrats
That's
aren't
right.
happy.
They're, absolutely. this whole system is, the politicians are bought and sold, and there are folks that are fighting against it, and that's what we're looking at in this film.
My last question, and this is one that I've been asking several documentary filmmakers this week. I've seen some, and it's about the audience for socially conscious documentaries. Because I saw a couple documentaries last year. One was called Finding North. I think it's called Place at the Table now. It's all about hunger in America. It was picked up by Participant. Still not out. No plans for its release. There's another one called Atomic States of America. Very powerful. Barely released this month. It makes me think these are well-crafted, powerful documentaries similar to Citizen KOCH that must be similar to Troubled Water, which was extremely successful. Is that audience out there for socially conscious documentaries?
Absolutely. Look, with Troubled Water, we came away from Sundance with a grand jury prize and absolutely and incredible critical reviews and no distributor whatsoever. And it took months, but look, we went to 300 theaters. Ultimately, we actually, did respectable. We would have done even better with a bigger distributor, but I think there's absolutely absolutely a taste. Look at Michael Moore's work. I've collaborated
Sure.
for many years with Michael Moore. You know, people have to show up for these movies when they're in the theaters,
Yep.
and kind of vote with their wallets. And these buyers need to understand that political documentaries are not a hex sign. That
Right.
they're actually people in hard time. I think there's a truism that maybe is being attacked right now, but a lot of the buyers, a lot of the distributors think that in hard times people want to see happy movies.
Right.
I feel like in hard times people want to understand why it's a hard time, and
Yes.
they want to connect to that. So
Know that they're not alone. Well, that's what this film's all about. Tia, thanks so much. Such a pleasant surprise for an India.
thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for what you do and getting the word out for our film. CitizenCoke.com for more information.
Oh, very good. And that's a KOCH, by the way, guys. But we're going to have all the links to that for you at screenmag.com. I'll keep you guys posted on showtimes or Netflix links or however the heck it works out so that you guys can all see this. My name's Mike McNamara. Thanks for stopping by Screen. See you again soon.